I have the honor and pleasure of speaking with Joe Gatto today, a very well-known comedian, among many other things which we're going to talk about. So it's very exciting to have you here with me today, Joe. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for making the time. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So you've got a show coming up here in the Coastal Bend Selena Auditorium, June 16th. You've been doing stand-up for a couple of years now. Talk to me about how that's been for you. How's that journey been?
Yeah, it's been different, which is fun. I started about a year and a half ago, and I started in some small comedy clubs and quickly graduated to theaters where my fans wanted me to come out. And it's been really, really fun. I've put together a good hour of stand-up that I'm very proud of, telling stories about, my life on Jokers, my stories of my friendships with those guys, and then everything else that's personal about me, like parenting, stuff about my crazy kids, my dogs, of course, and my crazy Italian mother. So I touch a little bit on everything. And
things that a lot of us can relate to, I think, as well. Now, talk to me about the difference of being solo after all these years of having your friends by your side with comedy.
Yeah, that was a big adjustment because, like, most of the time, it's comedy by committee and whatnot. And even when you go out to the shows, like, these are fans of me now. They used to be fans of all of us and whatnot. So it's really interesting to be up there. But the biggest change was being one person up there who's in charge of 100% of the funny. Because I used to be on stage during the Joker Store, just, the four of us, and I just had to be 25% of the funny. So now all the numbers are on me. So if the show is bad, it's all my fault. But when it's great, I get to take all the credits. So It's been really great so far.
Okay, so let's go back to the very beginning. I was learning a little bit more about you, and I learned that your first group with these guys was called the Tenderloins. Where did that come from?
The Tenderloins was our improv comedy troupe that we formed in 1999. And it's basically, the name came from, we all went to high school together, and Sal had kept a list of words you'd be, which is crazy foreshadowing, but words you'd be slightly embarrassed to say in front of a room full of strangers. And the Tenderloins was on the list. So that was one of the names that just stuck with us, and we took that and we ran with the Tenderloins, and that's who we are. The four of us are the Tenderloins.
Very, very cool. We love to see it. Everything seems really organic, just like you've really followed wherever your journey has taken you, which has led you to a lot of new things. You've got a podcast, you have a rescue. Talk to me about some of the things that have flourished from your career.
Yeah, so, stepping away from Jokers definitely gave me time and direction to, put passion in other things, or, even think about what I wanted to do. So I always love making people laugh. I live to make people laugh. So stand-up came pretty naturally as a way, the next step to be like, okay, I could still do this. I still got to pay the bills and have fun. But I was able to develop, my love for dogs, especially seniors was a big thing. So we had the Gatto Pups, and I was able to actually launch with Bessie, the Gatto Pups and Friends, which is a nonprofit we run out of here on Long Island. And we've had, adoptable dogs come through now. It's really, really great. I actually don't have to keep all of them anymore, which is fun because we were just collecting dogs for a while. But now we're able to find them good homes and stuff, so that's been really great. And I do my podcast with Steve Byrne, who's a great fellow comedian of mine. I know for 10 years, even more probably at this point. And it's called Two Cool Moms. And we just launched our 60 plus episode, which is crazy for me to do. And it's really fun. We both had really cool mothers who gave great motherly advice, and we think we inherited that. So we spend the first half just talking comedy, talking about growing up or whatever, talking about our kids. And then the second half, we take fan submitted dilemmas and try to help them as best we can.
Very, very cool. How quickly can you name all your dogs?
Pretty quickly. I mean, there's a lot of them, but I get them all. They're all named after Italian desserts and pastries. So
I'm gonna time you. Ready, set, go.
Okay, so I got cannoli, biscotti, spumoni, struffola, Napoleon, tartufo, tiramisu, calzone, gelato, fettuccine and Alfredo, rigatoni, linguine, beignet, garlic knot, carmelo, cinnamon roll, pappardelle, carbonara, fra diavolo. I'm missing probably about 7 or 8.
So you added some more, because in my research I saw 14 and I was just listing them off, but that is insane. That's great that you can remember them. Well, it seems again like you've been able to just really flourish and turn your dreams into something bigger than probably you ever imagined for yourself, but you seem like a think big kind of guy. For anybody watching who has big dreams, what advice do you have, since you've been through so much and you've created so many successful results?
I would say two things was nobody does it but you. It all falls on you. people can help you a little bit here and there, but it all falls on you. So you have to be driven. You have to, keep your eye on the prize and do what you love. I think that, but in the same sense, you have to surround yourself with people who make you better. I think that's really important too. I think you have a circle of people who support your dreams, and even in a way of just like to listen to hear you talk about them. I think that's really important too. So I think winners surround themselves with winners. I think it's important to look at your circle, see who you keep close. That's been a big thing for me.
What can somebody expect, whether they're a fan of Impractical Jokers or any other thing that you've produced? What can we expect to see in this show?
I guarantee 3 to 5 laughs.
Okay.
So that comes with a ticket price. You come in, you're going to leave. Those are in the pocket. Like you come in
like
with
a hard laugh or like a
no, like a good, like a double, even a 4 to 5 ha-has are coming at you. But
okay.
I think it really is like what my show has become is really just a celebration of being able to forget how bad life sucks for an hour and a half. And I think that really is something everybody in that room is having a good time and relaxing. And we even take time to talk about it and acknowledge it, about how it's important that, to stay strong during these times and just have some fun. And it's really, really nice. Like people leave the room making friends and things. It's just a really cool experience because, life does get hard and, being able to laugh through it all is really what's important. So I want to make sure that we have a good time out there. And I tell stories about my time on the show with the guys, stories from behind the scenes of just my friendship with them. Lots of stories about, of course, my dogs, parenting with my kids, stuff that's personal to me. So it's just fun. That's all it is, really. So if you want to come out and have some fun, here I come, Texas.
Yeah. Well, I think we're ready to unplug. So that's great. And real quick before we go, how can we support you? The rescue, the podcast, all those things. Where's the best place to get those resources?
The best place, everything is linked through my Instagram, at Joe_Gatto. And on there, it's got the link to everything. GattoPupsandFriends.com is the website for the sanctuary. And the podcast is available on my YouTube. So you could go there and subscribe to the Joe Gatto channel and you'll find it there.
Very cool. It was a treat talking to you. I look forward to your show. And thank you for joining us on Coastal Living today.
No, of course. You're the best. Thank you.